Hello, my name is Hao Yangcheng. I'm a PhD student from the University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. I'm very glad to present my work, Contrastive, Continuity, and Augmentation Stability Rehearsal for Continual Self-Supervised Learning here. Continual self-supervised learning can be seen as a self-supervised learning in continual learning scenario, which aims to learn beneficial representations from non-stationary data distribution without any manual annotation. The difficulty is that catastrophic forgetting is a notorious problem in CSSL. Existing CSSL methods can be divided by rehearsal strategy and regularization strategy. Rehearsal strategy is to replay a fixed number of previous learned samples during future training, such as LUMP. It constructs training set by mix-up between rehearsal samples and new samples. However, the problem is that the model tends to overfit on the rehearsal samples due to the long training epochs of self-supervised learning. Regularization strategy is to regulate the model parameters during training, such as CASSLE. It encourages current sample but current model to maintain a consistency with old model while a prediction hit. However, the problem is that current model preserves too much information of previous tasks to prevent from learning fresh knowledge. Generally, we should choose the most representative and discriminative samples for rehearsal. However, it's not able to access the categories of samples in CSSL so as not to obtain the relative positions in corresponding categories distribution. Instead, we found the augmentation stability of each sample is positively correlated with its relative position in corresponding category distribution. We design ASR to choose appropriate samples from distribution to fill the rehearsal buffer. We develop a matching update strategy for ASR to dynamically update the rehearsal buffer. In practice, CSSL model requires to encode the information on previous tasks to prevent catastrophic forgetting, as well as encoding the information on new tasks to continuously learn. We propose a novel regularization-based method based on ASR, which aims to encourage the feature distribution consistency on rehearsal sample and the feature distribution inconsistency on new samples. Here we give the construction of CCASR loss. Its specific form is shown in PPT. We show that the proposed CCASR loss is an upper bound of the information bottleneck principle. The specific process is as follows. The IB principle requires the representation increase the mutual information associated with the label to encode the key part information and reduce the mutual information associated with the input to compress the representation. It suggests that CCASR essentially preserves as much information shared among same tasks as possible to prevent catastrophic forgetting and dismisses redundant information between previous tasks and new tasks to free up the capacity to encode fresh information. And in its experiments, we report the average accuracy and average forgetting on split stiffness, split stiffness, split steady unit, where CCASR achieves the best performance on all evaluation metrics compared with existing CSSL methods. In these experiments, we report the average accuracy. Out of distribution datasets, it shows that the learned representation by CCSR can be easily and effectively applied to unseen data distributions. In its experiments, ASR shows its superiority than DER and LUMP for selecting replayed data, and CCASR obtained further improvements based on ASR, and the CC can be effectively extended to other rehearsal methods such as DER and LUMP. And thank you.